Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to walk you through a solution wherein we will be analyzing customer reviews. Now, the customer reviews could be of any store, whether it is your bookstore, food store, restaurant, or anything it could be. So we will be analyzing those reviews and then we will be generating responses automatically for those reviews using OpenAI. So let's quickly get started. So I have written just few lines of code and we will try to achieve this solution. So this is my code. I have already imported OpenAI and set the OpenAI API key in my environment variable. And then I'm reading the CSV file. So let me quickly show you the CSV file, how it looks like. So I'm having title, reviews, and the review date. So these are the three columns which I'm having for my reviews.csv. So this is the file I'm reading here and I'm just pushing it into a data frame. So these are the initial 5 rows it is showing. And if you want, we can, okay, let me pull it here. So this is the data, how it looks like. Well, now next thing I'm doing is I'm going to create a client object using which we will be grabbing the OpenAI instance and then making a call to LLM. And once this is done, we are good to use this client object. And next line, I'm not taking all the rows, but for simplicity purpose and to speed up the things, I'm just grabbing initial 3 rows to start analyzing our reviews. So these are my 3 rows which I have taken. These are the 3 rows and I believe it's mostly positive responses. Okay, now 3 things we are going to do here. The first thing we are going to do is we will be reading the reviews and we're generating the sentiment out of it. We want to know whether the review was positive, negative, or neutral. And in second part, we will be summarizing these views. And once the views are summarized, we will be doing the third part, which is nothing but generating the response for our views. So let's get a look at these few lines of code here. So I'm just creating a list, empty list, because this is the one which is going to save or keep the aggregated results, including our responses. And this is my iterator, for loop as an iterator, wherein I am grabbing every single row. So let's say here I'm grabbing the first row and then I'm just making a call to LLM. So the key part here is the way I'm providing the prompt here. So the content is you are an assistant who knows how to analyze reviews. Now for the user part, I'm saying classify the sentiment of the following review in the following categories: negative, neutral, and positive. It should be okay, neutral, positive, and here I'm providing the row which is holding the review. So basically I'm not utilizing the entire data from my CSV, but I'm just interested in the reviews section, which is the most descriptive one in my reviews file. So this will give me the sentiment in these terms, whether it is negative, positive, or neutral. The important thing here is I'm just asking it to utilize only 10 tokens because these 3 words will not go beyond 10. So that's the reason I'm giving 10. In your case, if you are having some other kind of sentiments, then definitely you need to tweak this max token parameter accordingly. Well, so now we have sentiments. Next thing is we want to summarize the view. So we are saying summarize the following review in 1 sentence. And here again I'm passing the same review column here. And this time I'm saying the take max token length is 110. So it should be sufficient enough to save the summarized view or store the summarized view. And then I'm putting it into a summary variable over here. Next thing is I'm generating the response. So for generating the response, I'm saying based on the review, draft a response message. And here this time you will see I'm not passing the original review, rather I'm passing the summarized view. So doing this will save some of our tokens, but if you want, you can also pass in whole review depending on how long your review is. It should not go out of the token limit. So to be on safer side, I'm just taking the summarized view and I'm assuming that OpenAI will give me the perfect summarized view. So here I'm also taking max length, the max tokens as 110 and getting the response in the reply. So this is the aggregated reviews list, which is holding everything for all the rows. So in our case, it's just 5. So it will be holding all the 5 results. So let me quickly execute this cell and we'll show you the results. So it's going to take time, and that's the reason I just picked few of the rows. Let's run it. And here you can see the nice brilliant view. So here the first thing was review. Thomas was very helpful, give him a raise, and the sentiment was definitely a positive. In the summary you can see here is the reviewer states that Thomas was extremely helpful and suggests that he deserves a raise. Okay, now comes the important part for which we are designing this solution, which is the response. So the response would be something like this. So dear reviewer's name, thank you for taking the time to provide feedback on your experience with Thomas. We greatly appreciate your kind words, and it's wonderful to hear that he was... Okay, I need to scroll it a bit to read it. But yeah, the idea here is to get the perfect response. Now let me quickly show you the one here which was having some trouble. Okay, so the second one, if you will see here, so had an issue with my delivery thanks to Hermes, and Asus was very fast and helpful in sorting out. So it means it's a mix, like things went wrong, but eventually those were rectified. So that's the reason it is segregating it as classifying as a positive sentiment. And if you will look at the summary, it is quite impressive along with our response. So here it is saying, dear valued customer, thank you for taking the time to share your feedback with us. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by the delivery issue you experienced with Hermes. And we understand the importance of receiving your orders in a timely manner and apologize for any frustration caused. However, we are delighted to hear that our team was able to quickly resolve this. So you can see that how nicely it has drafted the response. And for every response, it is adding some kind of creativity. So if you will see the first response, it is just appending the reviewer's name. Whereas in the second response, it is not appending the reviewer's name. It is just saying valued customer. So this is how it is constructing the responses. Now this is the very basic solution, but there are a lot many things which you can do out of it. So the one thing which you can do is based on the sentiments which we are not utilizing in this particular solution, but definitely on your dashboard being a seller, what you can do is you can just plot some kind of chart, pie chart, and see that how many positive responses you are getting, how many negative responses you are getting, and this information can be completely taken out of this to draw those kinds of plots. And second thing is, here we are using this reviewer names and all those. So if you want to replace this with actual reviewer name, then in that case you can use the prompt template, and in that prompt template you need to pass in the name of the reviewer who is writing the review for us. So these two are the different use cases, and it could save much of time. So what you can do is you can just go save it into your database wherever you are, from wherever you are grabbing these reviews, and those same reviews you can plug it into a UI, so that instead of writing the responses manually every time, you can just go and utilize this particular LLM to get the responses automatically done for you. So I hope you find this useful, and do let me know in comments what do you think about it. Thanks for watching.